Hi everyone, and welcome to another review from IndieGems, where we bring you gameplay and game reviews of the latest indie titles. Today we are looking at Close of a Distance, a narrative slice-of-life adventure from the developers of Orwell.
I know it's silly, sis, and it doesn't solve a thing, but whenever I feel like everything's getting too loud, I just close my eyes and listen. It calms me, the knowledge that even at this hour, even here in Yesterby, there is always something going on that isn't about me. I then open my eyes and take it all in. Isn't it wonderful? The air, the ocean, our homes like flotsam, washed up on a beach at the end of the world. Gallia coming home late from the clinic. Melville's hammer doing a late night shift in his workshop. Nothing ever stands still.
Now, I haven't played Orwell, but if it is anything like Close of a Distance, then I'm going to have to make time to play it, because I was so impressed with this emotional story and just the sheer amount of detail in the narrative. If you love games like Life is Strange or games which have a slice of life narrative, then I am confident that you will enjoy Close of a Distance. For me, it was one of the best narrative experiences I have had the pleasure to play. The plot lines were masterfully woven between the community of characters, and taking control of them and steering their destiny felt so immersive. It was a pleasure to get to know the 13 characters, and the way they were all integrated into the story was cleverly done, with different mechanics affecting their relationships and different choices affecting the storyline. The voice acting was superb and the characters felt alive, especially as there are loads of nice touches throughout the game that will leave you impressed, like the way they turn off the television and turn around when somebody talks to them, or the way they eat at the breakfast table each morning, or simple things like lighting the fires or turning on the stereo to listen to music. The game is full of these little touches which makes it feel realistic and familiar. The small town of Yesterby is a quaint seaside village suffering from the same problems that most sleepy towns face: lack of jobs, lack of opportunities, and a restlessness amongst the younger inhabitant.
You're here, but you could come with me, you know?
No, I'm responsible for this place.
Yeah, figures. But don't try to keep me here. I don't belong here anymore. I never did.
You're making a mistake.
Mistake? How is finally taking charge of my life a mistake?
We learn of the plights of the town told through day-to-day conversations and through the actions carried out by the inhabitants as we watch them go about their daily tasks. Each character has an independent schedule and travels around the village doing their own things, like working or chilling at home. We can view them at any time by selecting a character and watching them and listening to their conversations. You can do this as much or as little as you want, so if you enjoy a rich backdrop and like to immerse yourself in proceedings, you can skip around the characters and be a fly on the wall. Or if you want to concentrate on the main storyline, you can fast forward time until an important story arc is revealed, which halts time automatically and directs you to the event. The characters are so well voice acted and realised that I find myself absorbing as much conversation as I could, and it completely immersed me within their community. The relationships are incredibly well developed, with their own histories, personalities and aspirations. I don't think I've ever played a game that had this much detail when telling a story, and it was all interesting and absorbing. In the evenings, occasionally you'll be presented with a map of the town where you can access and view short reenactions of past events. These play out in typical fashion with silhouetted figures, and you are able to choose which part of history you would like to watch. Depending on your choice, a task is often added to your bio to perform in the present. It's interesting and effective how they reveal past events, adding more layers to the story whilst deepening our understanding and empathy of the characters. Within this small community, a tragic event occurs that tests everybody's resolve and forces a community to come together to heal. We examine the relationships between the characters and how this affects them individually and as a community.
I know we are all still hurting from the last time something like this happened. Once again, try to be there for each other. That also includes giving each other space where it's needed.
Oh, Pia, I am so sorry.
How is that even possible?
I'm sorry, I can't be here any longer.
Honey, the arrangements.
We can do that inside. I need to sit down.
If the game wasn't immersive enough, we then get the opportunity to control certain main characters, making decisions on what to do and where to go. This is driven by certain tasks that are revealed on each character's bio, depending on previous decisions or conversations. There are quite a few achievements attached to these tasks, so it is worth having a look at them if that is important to you and trying to steer events towards them. Some of these tasks will involve you talking to multiple characters and performing various chains of events to succeed. The achievements were very rewarding to obtain. Each character has different stats that you need to keep healthy and a few common traits like sleep, hunger and health that you need to keep a watch on. This might involve you ordering the character to go to bed while they're tired, or relaxing when they are stressed, or doing a certain task that will improve a stat if it is low. I managed in the main to keep these tasks within healthy boundaries, but I wasn't quite sure what the advantage of doing this or the consequences of not doing this were. Each character has a mood which is shown above their profile picture, so I guess these stats determine that, but again I wasn't quite clear how it all tied together. I suspect that these moods do affect something, but it would have been nice to have a tutorial on that front to explain it properly. The characters also have a relationship score between themselves, which can either be positive, neutral or negative, depending on their interactions during the story, and this can affect future decisions or interactions. There are quite a few different things to manage, and I really enjoyed doing them, which only immersed me further into proceedings. In conclusion, I was so impressed with Close at a Distance. It really left a deep imprint, and the whole production was just so professionally done, with a wonderful musical score and magical and emotional charged scenes. It is quite rare for me to get that feeling where I am desperate to get back to the game, but Close at a Distance certainly gave me that excitement, and I would urge all narrative lovers to try this out. I so hope they make more of these games. Okay, that's all for another review. If you enjoyed my video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what your favourite narrative games are. Thanks, and see you soon.
Come on, buddy. We're here. Yeah, it's been a long drive. You know how it is. Sometimes it's the distance that draws you the most. Oh, man. Look at that ocean. These people have found themselves a paradise out here.